Hello, this is AliciaMarie Belchak, and I am welcoming you. You are a change maker, a dream builder, a brave thinker, and someone who knows how to go about making the most out of life to become the master of your own destiny. So I'm leaving you this message because it is really important to me that I reach out and connect once in a while. And it's been a while since we've had a real conversation. And I also know that you're part of my very special Changemaker community, especially in the Changemaker Mastermind. So I wanted to make sure that as we're at the top of this new month of March, it's already, I wanted to do this yesterday on March 1st, but it is today, March 2nd, taking advantage of this sunny day to reach out and tell you we are in this together. What can we do to make this month, this week, this day the best it can be so that we can move forward on our goals and move forward on the dreams that we have and the changes that we are wanting to make in our lives and in the world. So I wanted to bring you this special message and share with you at the top of this month a simple process to get you going, to get this month really set up for success. And this would be the kind of thing that I aspire to do on a regular basis in a live phone call with a group of people, a group of you in my Changemaker Mastermind. However, since it's just you right now, let's talk about setting yourself up for this month of March. At the top of the month, it's a really great opportunity to look ahead and align ourselves with your vision. Align yourself with your vision. So if you've had the chance to spend some time with your vision and your resolutions and your goals that you've set for 2021 and beyond, now is a great time to realign and look and say, okay, what is my main priority, my main focus for this month? What could I accomplish? What kinds of steps could I take? What kinds of steps, what kinds of actions, what kinds of projects could I take on and get done, hold myself accountable? Now, in the Changemaker Mastermind community, we're here to help hold each other accountable. So as you think about your goal for this bigger picture, your bigger vision, and you set down what could be your milestone moment that you're working towards. For instance, in my world, I'm working towards a milestone of getting some back taxes caught up and getting this year's taxes done so that I can have the financial benefit of that and getting it mentally off my list and the stress that that creates. And it's very windy today. The winds of change are blowing. So I did not receive any pandemic stimulus money last year for a variety of reasons. I got lost in the shuffle of the paperwork, and they couldn't find my taxes and whatnot, so I had to refile, etc. So I could go into the whole long story, but it's not worth it. The point is, it's very important for me to file 2020 taxes as soon as possible and to catch up any of these other backlog type tax related projects. So for the month of March, it is in my financial vision to set the priority of getting the taxes moved ahead so that I can be on time for April 17th or earlier, right? So I can get that pandemic refund. So that's my milestone. That's one priority I've set. Now I've got a couple other priorities in other areas of my life. You might too, but we want to keep it simple. We want to keep it very focused because we only have a month. Now I can list out the action items that it's going to take me to do that milestone, to accomplish that goal. And then I can look at where do I have room in my calendar, and I can plan the time to set aside and what kinds of structures of support will I need. So these are the steps I'm inviting you to take. What is your main priority this month? Pick two, pick one, no more than three, because it's hard to move ahead a lot all at one time. We don't want to be in overwhelm. And And then what are some of the action items that I can take towards that? Now, in a brainstorming session in our mastermind, I would invite us to think about this in another way, and we can brainstorm for each other what other thoughts could be coming. We can talk about that later. But in the meantime, what are the action steps you're willing to take, and when are you going to do them? Put them in your calendar, put them in your planner, put them in your to-do list, whatever it is that works best for you. I do really value putting it on the calendar as an appointment, because that's where you can hold yourself accountable to carve out the time. What structures of support will you need to make that appointment happen, as if it's as important as going to the doctor or going to the dentist or going to your kid's recital or whatever is important to you. You make yourself and your goal a priority in your calendar. Maybe a structure of support will be you need to get some, in my case, tax input, right? I might need to talk to somebody, but that could be an action item too. Maybe a structure of support could be that you need to call a babysitter or get the kids to grandma's house, even in a pandemic, so that you can have some time that's quiet to do these things. Or maybe I schedule it when my husband's available and I remove myself from the house maybe to go do some of this work. There's lots and lots of options there, but what kinds of structures will you need? Answer those questions for yourself, and then go on into our Facebook group so we can hold each other accountable, so we can encourage one another, and make a commitment in our Changemaker Mastermind Pro Facebook group what it is you're wanting your priority for March to be, what steps you can see yourself taking in order to move that goal, that priority forward, and what structures of support do you need maybe to get those things done. Maybe it's clearing room on your calendar. Maybe it's clearing the table so you can get that done. I don't know what it is for you, but go in there and we can share together what it is our priorities will be and how to support each other. And then about mid-month, let's get back together and see how well we've done. Where are we at? Are we on track? Are we off track? Do we have to pivot? Has something else come up that's more important because life happens? Or are we just procrastinating? Is there something internally, a stuck story that we need to move forward? And then we can support each other around that in that mid-month check-in. So that by the end of March and the beginning of April, we can go back and say, hey, we did that thing. We got this far. Maybe we didn't get all the way done, but we got really far. And this priority, this goal for this month puts us more in alignment with the life we would really love, more in alignment with the vision we have for your life, my life, all of our accomplishments, but more than our accomplishments, who we're becoming in the process. Someone who is accountable, someone who is an achiever, someone who is making differences and changing things actively in your life, in your business, in your family, inside of you. So I can't wait to see what you're going to say, and I can't wait to see you. I'll put the link in the message below of this video so you can go right to the Facebook group, but if not, look it up. You've been invited. Changemaker Mastermind Pro. And thanks so much for hanging in there with me while we've been dealing with a lot of things in the background and some of the email updates I've given you. So feel free to reach out, feel free to reply, feel free to communicate with all of us, because we're in this together to support each other for the highest and best of our lives and the vision of the life that we would really love living. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.